All right, guys, the top of the morning. Happy November 24th. Hopefully you guys have done all of your shopping. You guys are ready to do your Thanksgiving dinner, lunch, snacks, whatever you guys choose to do on Thanksgiving. I personally love it because I get to eat, take a nap, wake up, eat a little bit more, watch some football, go outside, play some catch with the baby. Like, I just love Thanksgiving. So no matter what you guys are doing this week, hopefully you guys are ready, planned, prepped, and prepared. Is anybody doing something that's different for the menu? We are making the ham the centerpiece, and we ordered a smoked turkey this year, which I'm really, really excited about because I don't really like turkey cooked in the oven for however long it takes. So we had a company do it for us, and we're getting a smoked turkey. So if you guys are doing something different, creative, down in the chat, please put that down below. I know Jacob's doing enchiladas with his mom, but if you guys are doing something that is outside of the norm, put it in the chat down below. I am curious. And as we kick this thing off, I'm going to have somebody bring us out on the field, per usual, set the tone, set the sentiment, kind of share their thoughts and their energy with us today. And that person is going to be no other than Chris B. My man, Chris B, good to see you. I'm going to have you bring us out on the field on this amazing, beautiful Monday morning. It's the big dog. Hit him with this. Share with us your thoughts and your energy. Let's roll.
Thanksgiving week is here. Kids are out of school, but still stay focused on the buyers and sellers that you're trying to nurture. Touch them, wish them a happy Thanksgiving, remind them that you're still available during these times, and just soak it all in with the family, and just stay blessed, guys. Keep it going.
Let me ask you a question, Chris. Is there something that your family does as a tradition that you do every single year? Something that is true to the Barcenas family?
Well, normally these are my house or my brother's house, and this year it's going to be at my brother's house. So he has 4 kids, and his in-laws are in from out of town from Florida. And then me, my wife, my 3 kids, and some aunts and uncles, we're going to be at his house. And I normally smoke a brisket and I bring it over there. I do briskets probably a couple times a year because, like, anybody that does a brisket, it's a process. It's like a 18-hour process. So I only do those a couple times a year. So everybody looks forward to my brisket.
Okay. What time should Aaron, Crisp, and I stop by for our brisket ends? We really love the ends, crispy part.
Hey, anytime, man. You're always welcome.
I love it. So listen, you guys, I got asked the question the other day. I'm going to ask you guys the question. Put it in the chat down below. What is your favorite side dish? I have 2. My favorite side dish. Number 1, stuffing. It could be from inside of the turkey or outside of the turkey. But number 2, green bean casserole. Green bean casserole. Oh, and then number 3, those little pickles. They're little mini pickles. You just, eat those with the olives. I just love that. So mac and cheese. Keep it rolling, you guys. Put it in the chat down below. Favorite side, corn. Okay, just basic corn. Just corn on the cob, corn off the cob. Cream corn. What kind of corn? Sre, that's questions to you. I need more context here. Find that mute button.
Just basic corn for me.
Okay. She's like, just corn, Elias. Stuffing. Anyone doing Run to Feed the Hungry? No, I am not. If anyone is, make sure to connect. Green bean casserole. Baked brie. Okay. I love this. I love this. Stuffing, dressing, not stuffing. Okay. Scalloped potatoes. All right, good. I love this. Love this. All right, guys, let's get rolling. I got some thoughts for you guys, and I think it's a really important time of year. And obviously, you guys, we've been talking about setting your goals, setting your intentions for the year. And listen, we've been spending a lot of time around you guys understanding the business and the macro, making sure you understand your top line revenue and your GCI, understanding on a conscious level what net operating income is. That's your profit. Understanding, obviously you got to put aside money for taxes. You got to put aside money to put into your business, marketing, applicable fees, so on and so forth. And you're looking at your business as a true operator, as a true CEO. Well, none of it really matters. And let me elaborate and stay here with me for a minute. It doesn't really matter. I don't care how much time you spend in my business planning, someone else's business planning. I don't care if you go to Tom Ferry. I don't care if you go to, other people in our organization, they're having business plan. I don't care. You see, I don't care if you have a 20-page business plan. That's all good and well. You could be very astute on the numbers, on what it's going to take to drive your revenue and your net operating income. You could have a conscious understanding of that. Well, if you are not making a plan of consistency, then none of it really matters, right? If you guys did all this beautiful work, you know the math, but if you are not emotionally charged, you are not fueled by whatever that is, if you don't have consistency put into your calendar, then my friends, none of that truly matters. So it's your responsibility to not just make a plan, understand who you need to be, what behaviors you need to focus on, understand where your business is going to be if you actually apply yourself and you are focused and you have intentionality and you guys are consistent, because you could have the best plan in the world, the best plan, and you could tuck it in the drawer in your desk like, oh, that was good. I spent 4 to 6 hours planning and then I didn't do anything about it. You guys, this is the time of year where you have to get so clear, so vivid with what you want to accomplish that you guys are going to push yourself into consistency every single day. Never about your mood, never about how you feel, that you guys are saying, I don't really need a plan. The plan is a nice guide for me, but at the end of the day, I'm a woman on a mission. I'm a man on a mission. So what we need to focus on in 2026, and I'll say this until I'm blue in the face, is we need to work on that plan of consistency. You guys could have this beautiful plan laid out, drawn out, written out, but if you don't have a plan for how you are going to show up in this business, you could just throw this thing directly out the window. Just throw it out the window. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because how many of you have ever wrote a business plan and didn't stick to it? Please just be honest with me, right? Why? Because it was just numbers, stats, figures, KPIs. It didn't really emotionally charge you, didn't fuel you to do anything, but you felt good for that moment. You went in and did you did a business plan. Really, Brianna, talk about it, my friend. Take yourself off of mute. All I'm seeing is this. Get involved.
No, it didn't feel good to make a business plan that I did not understand. I just did it because I was there and I felt like I showed up, so I have to, but I left like I don't understand any of this. And it actually discouraged me, made me feel like, oh crap, I don't even know what I'm talking about, like spiral. And no, it didn't. This year, business planning, no, laser focused.
Cool. But is it safe to say that you are in a different emotional state in your business right now? You have done work on yourself. You know who you are in business. You worked on your identity in this last year. So is it clear, and to share with the group, you're more centered here? Is that safe to say?
Oh, 110%. I mean, I was just telling Jennifer when I had a little phone conversation with her, I was like, I was getting ready to give up and joining Team Fast and like working with Elias. I was like, I didn't just grow in business. I grew within myself. I was like, I'm 43 years old. I mean, old dog, not new tricks. No, we put some new tricks in there. And like, it wasn't just business, it was overall. Like I was telling her, I couldn't stand up in front of a crowd. And now I'm up in front of crowds. I'm on Zoom, like, hey, who is this? So I grew professionally, emotionally, just so many ways. So yeah, this year, and I produced this year. So of course that gives you confidence and makes you feel better. But I definitely am going into this next year with a whole different outlook than I did last year.
Yeah, you guys, listen, it should be, this year should be, 2026 should just be a standard that you allow for yourself. If you have a standard of, I'm going to prospect 2 hours a day, then I know that the macro, you hitting that income goal, it's probably going to happen. If you have a standard of getting here 3 days a week, camera on, participating and having a voice, that's a standard. And chances are you're going to go and apply the things because you have held yourself accountable, because we can see your faces. We can see that you're doing the things. Now, if you have a standard and you never follow through on that standard, once you lower it, my friends, listen, you no longer have a standard. Oh, I'm going to do video, and then you don't do video. You've lowered the standard, therefore throw it out the window. You no longer have a standard. And so I've been thinking about this. I had a 2-hour drive this morning up here, and I thought about this long and hard. It's not about the plan at all. It's about you having an understanding of how consistent you're going to be in this business. Listen, you guys, that's that simple. Do you have the discipline to stay consistent? Do you have the discipline to do the things that you don't want to do on the days when you don't feel like it? And if you can do that, just nail that. I promise you guys, you'll have all the success in the world. Let me share a quote with you I saw the other day. I thought it was really powerful. Good to see everybody. I'm going to present my screen really quick. Boom, bam, we are in. Share this. All right, cool. And let's go here. I saw this and it might sting for some people, and I think it's designed to do so. But let me go ahead and put some things into perspective. Your routine is your real personality. And if that sting's good, because nothing exposes you faster than your habits. People brag about their goals, discipline, dreams, but the routine tells the real story. If your mornings are a mess, if your nights are wasted scrolling nonsense, if you keep starting tomorrow, then your life will reflect that chaos. Harsh, yes, but it's the truth everyone avoids. A solid routine doesn't just build results, it builds identity. It shapes how you think, how you move, how you treat yourself. And the scary part, you become whatever you repeat, good or bad. And remember what I've said in the past, quitting is a habit and so is winning. So if you want a stronger personality, a sharper mind, a better life, fix the routine first, everything else follows. You guys, I thought this was powerful. Take a screenshot of this. I thought that this sets the tone for where we are in the year, where we're going in 2026. So I'm going to pause there for a quick second. Brandy, you threw your hand up. Let's go to you, my friend. What's your thoughts, contribution? Let's roll, big dog.
That is so true. And I can probably be the biggest testament to something like that. And the whole reason why I even joined the team. Fun fact is, I didn't join EXP because of EXP. I joined EXP because of Team Fast. And this was a conversation like Brown and I have had talking about our experience and then EXP Con and learning all the other things. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know anything really about EXP. And the reason why I joined was because of Team Fast. Why I even joined Team Fast was because of the routine it built in a life at the moment I needed a routine. The coaching calls were the number one thing of that set my routine. That was like my starting point. And ever since then, I added a little bit more. I knew at 8:30 on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, I could wake up and join a coaching call. And that set the whole tone for the entire day. And then it was getting plugged into the calendar. What else is next? What else can I do? And then all of a sudden, looking back, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a full routine of actual tasks that I'm doing. And then you fill in your client, touch points and things like that. And not only in business, also it helped me in my personal life. Because before I joined, even looking into studying for real estate, my routine was a mess because honestly, I didn't want to have the routine. I was in a place in my life that I wasn't happy with, obviously, where I was at. And I didn't want to have the routine because it meant that I was moving forward. I was coming out of that. I was creating a new life. And now looking at it, like that is my number one biggest thing that I tell people. Find at least one thing that you can set a routine from, and then just watch how you all of a sudden add things to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Brandy, I'm so glad you said this because listen, if you don't have a flow, if you don't have a routine, then you're routinely going to be broke. You're routinely going to be out of shape. You're routinely not going to read to get educated. That's your routine. So if that's cool with you guys, go ahead. Or do you have a routine that I eat healthy, I work out, I work on my systems, I go to the office, I prospect? That's a routine. So you're routinely having income coming in. You're routinely looking in the mirror saying, you know what? I feel good about myself. I'm not at my 100% peak performance, but I could look in the mirror and be like, I feel really good. I don't feel lethargic. I'm eating healthy. I'm conscious about these things. So I'm really glad that you have that perspective, Brandy. Let's go to Otis and we'll shift gears in the conversation. Otis, what do you got for us on this beautiful Monday morning, big dog? Let's roll.
I'd like to implement this with real life. For anybody that's been watching the Shador Sanders show, he's the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns and Deion Sanders' son. Implement to exactly what we're talking about right now. He made a statement after the game, after he won. Historic for the Cleveland Browns. They've had over 45 quarterbacks since 1994. So simple, just like real estate. There's realtors that come into this game every single day. But if you're not going to fight for this business, because it's conspiring against you, just like the Cleveland Browns and the NFL is conspiring against Shador Sanders. But what does he do? He doesn't give a fuck that he doesn't get first time reps for the whole entire season going into week 11, which was last week. You know, he took a week worth of practice and people downplayed his performance, not even indicating what the real world is doing. Simply like real estate. It doesn't matter if you're door knocking, cold calling, and doing all these things that don't hit. You go back to the drawing board, just like he did this past week. He got the reps, which he should have been getting, and he went out there and he performed to the best of his ability and got the win. So just like real estate, doesn't first day, your first week. If you're not prepared, it does not matter. Get prepared, because when the moment comes, you can strike and say, I'm going to stay in this business, or you can be a lesser mind and be like the 89% of people that don't get to call this home and do this full time. So don't let shit bother you. Don't listen to the noise. Be cocky and confident in yourself, and the rest will follow if you put the hard work in.
Beautiful. I mean, well said, my man. Well said. Listen, some of you, unfortunately, on this call, in this industry, on the team, have a routine of not doing what they say they're going to do. They have a routine of not prospecting. They have a routine of just bad habits. You guys, that's a choice. That's a constant choice. And my hope and my belief is that if you come to these calls, like you're going and doing something with it. Like I feel like a fraud if you guys aren't going out there and making changes in your business. Like I'm like, what more can I do? Like, what more can I do? I feel like I'm falling short. Like, what more do I need to do for these people to encourage them, to inspire them, to push them, to do the things that they told me were important? Because I did most of your guys' recruiting calls. And so, and I look at that, I'm like, what can I do? So I'm constantly racking my brain to say, how can I be better? Well, what I can do is I can show you guys an example of what that looks like, right? And I can't force you. I can't push it. I can't want it more for you guys than you want it for yourself. That needs to be internal. That needs to be something inside of you. That's a fire that no matter what, you come to these calls as maintenance, right? Little quick oil change. You're good to go. All right, good. Back on the road. That's what I want for you guys. So Otis, I really appreciate your sentiment and your thoughts on this. Anybody else have a contribution, thought, insight, dialogue before we continue forward? Going. All right, cool. Nikki, good to see your face, my friend. What's up? Great to have you here.
Hey, Elias, happy holidays. Yeah, that post that you have completely resonated with me, and I think it resonates with a lot of people. Um, being being a realtor for less than 2 years, I feel like I've learned the most just being in your team for the past few months, because you don't just talk about the work, you talk about just the emotions and the work ethics. Your disciplines, when you work on yourself, your disciplines will either show or your disciplines will not show. And I think that's really what it is. When you work on yourself, you will feel more confident with yourself, regardless if you get the outcome of sales or whatever. You will definitely feel more confident in yourself when you're real with yourself. And you have to validate yourself and not be so concerned whether people see you or not. So that's something that I've been making adjustments in with, like even here, I'm in your meetings, but I don't really show my face because I don't want the attention. I don't want to be seen. And I realize that's not a successful way of even starting in. So I'm trying to show up more by just like showing up and having more of a voice instead of just standing on the sides, which I've been doing for a while now. But your meetings and hearing people share their story apart from work has really motivated me to do more, because there's always room for improvement. So your disciplines will show and your lack of disciplines will show. So that's 100. But thank
So
you.
let's give some love, some light, some positive energy for Nikki for having a realization,
Thank
getting herself on camera. And I look at it this way. How is anybody on the team that's here as a guest or team member, how are they going to send you a referral if they can't see you? If they can't hear the knowledge that you have, you guys, like, there's referral partners on this call right now. Like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go to Chris. Right? When I think Sacramento, I'm going to Chris. When I think Central Valley, I think this person. When I think, Berkeley, I think this person. Well, who shows up is going to get those opportunities. We've had leads in the office, and Kenny's like, who's in the office right now? All right, cool. Let's give that to that person, right? So showing up, showing your face, participating, sharing your insights, and be on the business side of it. You are going to say something on here like Otis has, like Blessing, like Aaron, like Chris, like countless other names that's going to move somebody. It's going to move somebody. you're going to say something, they're going to be like, you know what? You said something on coaching on Monday. Let's be accountability partners and let's support one another on a very, very high level. That type of bond and brotherhood and sisterhood, that's unshakable. That's absolutely unshakable. So, Nikki, so many layers to you showing up. And listen, I'm not just an ass. I'm a hard ass on you, but I'm not just trying to be a hard ass. Put your cameras on for me. Fuck that. Put the camera on for you. Like, be here. Be in this moment. When someone is on the call and they pour out their emotion, you could see it in their eyes, you could hear it in their voice, and they're cracking and they're just sharing. And you got somebody that's here on the call and their camera isn't even on. I feel like that disrespects that person's entire message. That's just my belief system, you guys. Let's go, Christina. Christina, what do you got? Thank you, Nikki, for your contribution. Let's roll, Nick, or let's roll, Christina.
Yeah, I was just going to add to that. One thing too is showing up here, but also on social media, having your family, your friends, prospects out there getting to know who you are. What do you do every day? Are you dropping off your kids? What updates are you giving? So social media is the easiest and free marketing because people are getting to know you, your quirks, your personality. You know, is this something someone I want to work with? Because think of like when I go on people's IGs, like maybe I get a new follow. I'm like, oh, who is this? And I'll go on their page and everything on their page is just like, I don't want to say flyers, but like newsletter material, very textile. There's no videos, there's no pictures. I'm just like, I don't even know who this is. Like, I don't know their personality. I don't know, what do they do? Is this like a corporate account? Versus when you're putting content on there, people are getting to know you, your personality, what you do for a business, but also your personal life. That makes you so much more relatable. And they're like, oh, I want to work with this person. Or, oh, like for myself, maybe I see like an insurance agent. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, I like this person. This would be someone that if it's 4 o'clock on a Friday and I need an insurance quote really quick because the client hasn't been able to get one, this is someone I would want to reach out to. So different things like that of using. So like Nikki, like you going and showing your face is perfect exactly on here and goes to social media and everything else.
I couldn't agree more. It is free opportunity. And for example, this week, my wife wanted a 13-foot tall tree. Yeah, she saw it at Home Goods. And like you imagine it's fake, it goes in pieces, and you got to stand on a ladder to put it. But like so many people responded to that because it's just like it's real life. But like, oh my gosh, she's so ridiculous with this, department store tree. You got that woman. That
Happy wife, happy life, Elias.
I did. I said, go ahead and get it. It's on sale. Like, okay, babe. Well, what's that, Brianna?
Math, it makes sense. It's on sale.
Girl math. That's basically
Exactly.
free. I'm sorry. She saved you money from buying something that's gonna die.
I got the tree. I got the tree. And here we are with our giant 13-foot tree with a light that illuminates the whole entire. Good thing we have vaulted ceilings. Good thing we have vaulted ceilings. Listen, somebody wants to say hi. She's been a guest before on group coaching sessions. This is Jade. If you're not following Jade, give her a follow. But Jade, any words of wisdom, any thoughts for the team? She's out of breath because we're up in the mountains. She just went up 27 stairs. So I just asked her when she's out of breath if she had anything she wanted to share with the group. What are you looking forward to accomplishing today for business planning?
Looking forward to getting my Google Calendar better set.
Okay. All right.
I would say words of wisdom is that don't let anybody's opinion stop you from what you want to do in life. You go for it. And if they don't care about you or they're not worried about you, don't let them be in your path because they're not worth your time nor energy. I'm out of breath. Okay.
That was good. That was good. So you guys, let's kind of recap on the conversation. No matter what, I don't care about what you're learning in business planning this year. I care, but I care that you're going to do something with it, right? Like if it aligns with you, then wonderful. But if it's just a notebook of papers and stats and figures and like percentages, cool. That's all right. But like, does it fuel you enough to go and take massive, consistent, imperfect action in 2026? You think I'm fucking fired up about this year? Like I'm fired up, but this is the state that I choose to live in, right? I could be like, oh my God, I could hear all the stuff. I could hear all the stuff from Zillow. I could hear all the lawsuits. I could hear this, and I don't feel good and this and that. Someone's sick. No, I got more on my plate than I've ever had in my life in this moment right now. More on my plate. You guys know what I'm talking about. But I'll tell you what, I am so excited. I'm so eager. I'm so ready to accomplish an amazing year. And it's just my consistent, imperfect action. And so, you guys, I'm really, really excited about where we are. Quick note, quick message to everybody. If you have not done this yet, go and check out Brandy's Pink Friday, cool little thing she's doing. It's a different spin on her branding. I thought it was cool. We talked about this last week. But if you don't have anything yet prepared for social media or personal reach out, right? Telling people that you're grateful for them. I want you to sit down today, just go through your phone and go through your Facebook friends and just look and see what people are doing and just send them some messages. Just send them a video. What's up, Abel? It's Elias. Hey, bro, I just want to say, happy Thanksgiving season to you. Super grateful that you're in my orbit, my man. If you ever need anything, let me know. But just wishing you and your family a happy Thanksgiving. Sit there and send those videos out today. And don't just make one that you're going to send out to multiple people. Actually do one, put their name in it, and send that out to your people. I promise you guys, it's going to have an impact. And listen, maybe a sale doesn't come from it right away, but what comes from it is human connection and awareness of what you are doing and who you are. So I want to encourage you to spend that time. Create those videos, send out your newsletter, but do something this week that is going to express your gratitude. You either will or you will not. And if you do not, you're going to miss an opportunity. Then we have the 12 days of December. Now, I shared this with you last week. If you're on the team, you're going to get a daily prompt of things to do every single day for December 1st till December 12th. Raise your hand, give me an emoji if you have already put those activities that I gave you last week on your calendar. Raise your hand. Okay, I got one person. Okay, so if you haven't put these things on your calendar, my question to you is, what is going to happen? Do you have an alternative plan? And if you don't have an alternative plan, my suggestion, my advice, my push as your coach is to just do this. There is a simple task that you can do every single day for the first 12 days of December. I'm going to put this in the chat down below in case you missed it. Once again, if you are on the team, you are going to get a beautiful text message every single day with these things. Now, you either will or you will not. You could either do mine or create something that is similar. Be like, all right, I like Elias's. I want to make some modifications to it and do something a little bit more festive. I don't care. As long as you utilize that 12 days, it's like your own advent calendar for prospecting and marketing. That's how I look at this. So I want to encourage you guys to get these things on your calendar, wake up every single day with some intentionality for that first 12 days of December, and then prepare your holiday list of people that you're going to be reaching out to, your holiday cards. We're going to be doing cocoa and cards in the offices, so feel free to come into the office, write cards with us, shoot some content, have some fun, drink some cocoa. We're going to be doing that. That's already on the calendar as well. So November is almost done. My birthday is November 30th, just so you guys know. Thanksgiving is in a couple days, and then you guys have December 1st, and then you guys have Christmas, then you have Happy New Year, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, everything. So put your plan together, you guys, and make sure that it's done. I want you guys to kick back on December 31st and look at all the things that you've been able to create. Have we said this over and over and over in the last couple of weeks? Absolutely. Because I want to hit it home to where I make sure that you guys are doing these things because I know how important it is for your life and for your business. So I put the list down below. Even if you're not on the team, these are things that you guys can do no matter what. Now, let's talk about SMART goals versus stretch goals. Does anybody know the acronym SMART goals? Do you guys know what that is? Have you heard that term before? And if so, take yourself off of mute and share with the group what that actually is. And I'll pause for a second. I saw some head nods. So if you nod your head, go ahead, Mara.
I know because I work in healthcare. So it is specific, measurable. Can't remember what the R is. And there's a timetable in there. So specific, measurable, attainable,
Okay.
and reasonable. Well, I always get those two mixed up. Reasonable and then
Okay.
timeline.
All right. We're close, though. We're close. So SMART is specific. So you're very specific on what that is. It's measurable, right? It's achievable, it's relevant, and it's time bound. So we all hear these things when we're setting up our goals, setting smart goals. But I heard another acronym, but I changed it, and it was stupid goals. And I changed it because I in my mind a stupid goal is a stretch goal. And so let me put some thoughts on the screen here today. So a stretch goal is a goal that will stretch you beyond your comfort zone. Obviously, if you say, well, I'm going to make 20 calls every single day, a stretch goal would be 30 calls every single day. Elias, I'm going to post 2 videos every single week. Okay. What is your stretch goal? My stretch goal is 5. Well, I'm going to accomplish this in 12 months. What if you did that in 9 months? Those are stretch goals, right? Force you to grow into the agent you want to become, require new thinking and new skills, connect to a deeper purpose than just closing more deals, and shift as you grow and as you evolve. As we grow and evolve in this new year, I want you guys to constantly think about this. When I set a small goal for myself, what if I was to able to stretch it, right? I remember in sales, we would go and put up our sales on the board back in the days. All right, I want to hit 20,000 for this month, okay? And then you had to reach as far as you could with the pen on the whiteboard. And what's your stretch goal? Shit, it's $35,000. And what would it mean if you hit that? Cool. What more do you need to do every single day in order for you to hit that stretch goal? Right? How are you going to silence your distractions? How are you going to put more focus and energy towards the things that are going to be income producing? Right? And so I want you guys to think about the stretch goals that you're setting for yourself. Whatever goals that you have for yourself, be like, okay, what happens if I truly, truly stretch myself for the next 6 months? What would that actually look like? And so what I want to do right now is I want to talk to 3 to 5 people. And here's what I want you to share. I want you to talk to me about your action that you are committed to deploying this week. That's it. I want to know it's it's Move the Needle Monday. What are you committed to doing this week that you know is going to move the needle in your life and business? So on Thursday, we are not going to do a run to feed the hungry, but I told the family we're getting up. Everyone's going to get dressed warm, and we're going to do a 5-mile walk as a family, kicking and screaming. I don't give a shit. We're going to go and earn that pie. Because listen, I want 2 pieces of pie, and I want to have some food that's bad for me, but I tell you what, we're going to go earn it. So we're doing 5 miles early on Thanksgiving. I'm sending a video out not only to our company, other people that I work with. I'm sending out my newsletter that has a gratitude message in it that goes out to 7,500 people. And I'm working on a Black Friday special for Intensity, which is dropping the first week of January. And I'm bringing on 2 new coaches to launch that with me. So those are the things that I'm committed to doing this week that I know will move the needle and have a positive impact in my business as well as my personal life. So I want 3 to 5 people. Actually, let's just cap it at 3. 3 people to share with me what action are they taking this week that is going to move the needle that they're declaring and that they want to be held accountable to. Let's go. Who's going to be my 3? And don't be shy because I'm just going to call on you. You should be clear on what's going to move the needle this week, especially being a holiday week, you guys. Who's got something for me? Going once? Going twice? All right, cool. Listen, you guys, I shouldn't have to be reaching to get participation on this. This is going to move the needle in your business this week. I got 2. I need 1 more. There it is. Gentlemen, where are you guys at? Where are you at? All right, I'm going to go Mara, Heather, Brandy. Mara, what do you got? Clear, defining actionable items that you are committed to this week.
I was very inspired with the Boo holiday, scary holiday that I think Jessica was doing. So I want to do an Instagram giveaway with 4 movie tickets and 4 ice creams at a new ice cream place that just opened up in Napa. So I feel like it'll help me grow my audience online, and yeah, I think it'll be kind of fun.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I think this is a great thing. It's a great campaign, and it's so heart-centered. So, Mara, I love that. Let's go to Brandy. Brandy, what do you have for us? So Heather was up next, then Brandy, and then Evangeline. Let's go, Heather. Oh, and you changed your name. I'm not used to this.
Oh, shoot. I didn't even mean to do that. What's up?
What's up?
I know. I got to change it back to H-bomb. This is ridiculous. Okay. Anyways, I wore my hat especially for you guys. Did you notice?
Yeah, I don't know what it says above it, so I'm not.
It says Santa's favorite hoe.
Okay.
I was like, oh, I got to put that on for Keep It Moving. So there's a lot of things that we have in the works. I'm partnering with Steffi, with Sabrina, with Laura. So lots and lots of things in the works that are going to grow our business, I think, exponentially. but are also going to help a lot of people. So my goal is one of the things that I've been working on, and it's more or less been doing flyers door to door, is the the scams that are out there for, older adults. Sorry, I always get nervous when you guys call on me. So, well, I actually raised my hand. So my goal is, I want to take that like on the road. I don't just want to pass flyers and keep educating and raising awareness. I want to I want to do that, but I want to do it like on a grander scale. So with Steffi in Stockton, we're going to do it. And then Sabrina and I here. So my goal this week is to find somebody in, law enforcement, talk to them, because I want to make it like super official. I want to get somebody, if they have a scam department, a fraud department, and I want to start putting it together where we can either go to like the senior center, a golf club, and educating people 55 and older about the scams that are targeted towards them, because they are the largest group of people that are getting scammed these days. And they're the largest group of people making moves.
Okay, I hear you. I hear you.
And then, so that's my goal, is to just get out there, pound the pavement. I'm not going to even bother with the phone. I'm going to walk into the building. I'm going to talk to people that I need to talk to, get pointed in the right direction, and get this shit official. And then Laura and I, we're going to do pet pictures. We want to, we were talking about, making moves in business. It makes it a lot easier. And I think it resonates more with people when you're around and are doing things with like-minded individuals. So we're going to partner with the local organization and get something set up so people can take photos with their pets. So that's my goal this week. I got lots of calls and a lot of pavement to pound, I guess you could say. So yes, big things. We're going to this 2026 is going to be like so savage.
You know what? I love this. Like holiday photos with your pets. Like, I think this is cute. Like, I think that's a really, really cute idea. And you can even partner with the US, what is it? ASPC or whatever the
Yeah, the ASPCA, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. What a cool cause.
Yeah, thanks. Excited.
Love it. Love this stuff. All right, let's go to Brandy, and then we'll go to Evangeline and the baby. Let's go, Brandy. What do you got? Clear. What's going to move the needle in your business this week alone? Let's roll.
Okay, so to go on with my Pink Friday, obviously I have to have a Black Friday. So I'm doing a Black Friday, a small shop Saturday, and a Cyber Monday, and I'm going to tie that all kind of together. I'm already setting up the content now, and luckily I hope you guys enjoyed that flyer, because you don't know how long that took me to make that. I made that myself. I'm very
It looks really good.
Brianna called me while I was making it. I'm like, I'm sorry, hold on. I'm concentrating right now. But so I'm gonna do that.
I'm sorry, we're getting some background noise. Can someone mute themselves? Thank you. I think we're good. Go on, Brandy.
So I'm going to tie that in also to doing some farming. So I did some farming last week with Morgan. We're going to continue it this week, and we're kind of planning it around the holidays, because for me, the holidays are a very, very tough time. So I feel like doing something where I'm showing love and getting myself out there is going to give back to me during the holidays. Obviously, it fills my heart and stuff like that. So yeah, just a lot of really intentional planning coming up.
Love it. I love. All right, you guys. There's a couple things that's happening here on this branding. It just looks really good. It looks like a really, really good advertisement. I love the message behind this. I love the time, effort, and energy it put on it. I love the holding of the sold fast sign with the underline of the pink on the sign.
You like how I turned it into pink?
Yeah, there's little things in here that stand out from a marketing eye. And listen, you guys, yeah, it takes some time. Yeah, you got to play around with it, but these aren't all of her listings. This is just her saying, listen, if you're in the Central Valley and you're looking for a home, here's the deals of the week. Here's what's, on the market that I can personally set up tours for you guys. I think this is a really, really good approach. And once again, maybe it lands, maybe it doesn't, but at least she did something. And it got her engagement, and that's what she's looking for. So, Brandy, I thought it was really, really good. It looks great. Clean lines, good margins. I look at all those things. So, great stuff. Let's go to Evangeline. Look at the baby's cheeks. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe it. Let's go, Evangeline.
Yeah, hi, good morning, everybody. So for this week, well, it was Ashley and I partnered on this, but we're doing a Whole Foods Thanksgiving giveaway. I did it last year as well, but super simple and relatively affordable too. You just place the order and then I have the winner go pick it up. But I did it on my Instagram to gain more followers and like commenting on that. So that's going to be awesome to give away to two families that are in need this week. And then I'm going to post a reel on Black Friday, also like kind of to piggyback off of Brandy, like talking about the deals of the week of like, hey, these homes have price drop, things like that. And then just on a personal level, this does not have anything to do with business, but I'm personally cooking up some Thanksgiving meals and going to go give it out to the homeless. And I share that because I don't know. Maybe this is a conspiracy theorist in me or something, but like I don't really trust that like, you donate money to these like places and nonprofits and you really don't know if the end person's getting it. So I think it's just so much more impactful to just like cook something up. And guys, it doesn't even have to be that difficult. Like we're going to have we're so privileged. We're gonna have a surplus of food on Thursday. Even like any leftovers to just pack like food you just cooked last night to pack that up and give to somebody for a hot meal is a lot more dignifying than I see some folks looking in the trash can, right? So we have so much food, and why let it go to waste when there are hungry people? So that's on a personal level what I'm doing.
Man, I absolutely love this. Absolutely love this. You guys, today is a big day for our family. I'm writing an offer on a home for my mom. On this home, we're going to write all cash. We're going to ask for all of our closing costs. It's a mobile home, but I went and saw it yesterday. Brandy opened the door for me because I don't have an E key in the Central Valley, only in Bay East. And it was so cute, but I don't care what I think about it. My mom loves it. And it was so clean and it was so cute. She's like, that's all I need, mijo. Just a place for me and Donald and the grandbabies. She's like, I bought a big truck so I could pick up all the kids and all the stuff. And like, today is like, it's just a big day. And I told her not to get her excitement up and like, don't get her hopes up. But I'm like, but she's like, I can't believe I'm doing. I can't believe I'm doing it. Like, sent me her proof of funds. And I told her I said, send me your proof of funds. I'll redact your account information. She said, what does that word mean, mijo? I said, I'll just remove your account number. I'll block it out so it's not there. And like, it's a big day for our family. Like, God, it's a big day. And there's another one 5 houses down that my mother-in-law wants to purchase, and we're going to sell her house. And then now we'll put ourselves in a position to go buy our new house. And so, I don't know, you guys, it's like to think that my mom's going to be a homeowner. Like that is the biggest thing that I'm grateful for this year. Obviously, my friends, my family, you guys, my wife, baby on the way. But like, man, to see my mom never have to worry about anything for the rest of her life, that's what I'm grateful for. I'm very, very excited and very grateful. And so fingers crossed, send all the good juju and everything. We're writing a strong offer, a good terms. It's only pending park approval. That takes about a week and a half at this particular place. So fingers crossed, you guys. So before we head out, I'm going to share something with you guys. We do this every single Monday. I'm going to go back to you guys. This is now something known in the industry as Elias's little box. And so we're going to go here really quick. I want you guys to go to the board. Listen, we do this every single goddamn Monday. Write a piece of paper or write on a piece of paper a square. And in the square, the only thing that fits is your numbers for the week. Go small this week. Just be clear on the small things that you're going to do this week that are going to move the needle. No stories, no bullshit, no excuses. Just simply what is going to move the needle in my business this week. Maybe it's you just sending out 50 one-to-one videos. Listen, if you just did that alone this week, I promise you would feel accomplished. If this week you dropped 3 videos and one of them was a video of what you were thankful for in your life, I promise you that is better than doing nothing at all. I promise you, if you hit the phones and say, hey, listen, for Black Friday, I know a lot of people are taking time off. Me and my team, we're hitting the ground running. We understand that Friday is going to be a great day. A lot of you have that day off. So I'm allocating Friday for me to set up personal tours. Let me know what homes you want to see. I'm scheduling those right now. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. that would be better than doing nothing at all. So capitalize on this week, go to the board, get very, very clear on what your numbers are. No excuses, no bullshit, no distractions, just what is going to move the needle in my business this week. So I'm going to pause there for a quick second. I'm going to end a few minutes early this week, or excuse me, this Monday, but I'm going to go over to Carlos. I'm going to get one key thought, one key takeaway, TT, and then Jacob, and then Aaron, you're going to close this out. So Carlos, one key thought, one key takeaway from our time together today, big dog. Let's roll. I feel good in a flannel. I feel like I'm ready for the mountains.
Man, I feel like I gotta wear mine next.
This one has a hood. Got it from Costco. Okay, Costco came correct with this one. Let's go, Carlos.
That Kirkland brand.
That's right. That's right.
No, I think for me it's something that that I kind of implemented last week, and I think I'm going to do again this week. Is I really had to push myself to get out and do some property tours and record. I managed to put 2 videos out last week, and my goal is to do another 2 videos this week, just so I can just kind of like get out there and be comfortable going to these homes and opening them and taking a look at how the floors look like, what clients are going to be asking, and so just holding myself accountable to that.
Let's go. Listen, guys, if you are not in contract, and even if you're still, if you're busy, there's a team in the Tri-Valley, Renee White. If you're on her team, she requires you to go see a minimum of 10 properties, preview them every single week. If you're doing your 30-day checklist and you still have not completed that, and it's more than 30 days, first off, get your ass in gear. Second off, it's part of the requirement. Go shoot, go do at least 10 property tours and shoot content. That's it. That's it. That's a great way to know your market, know the inventory, to get yourself comfortable looking at design aesthetics. It is an amazing way to grow. So Carlos, I appreciate that, big dog. Let's go over to TT. Key thoughts, key takeaways from our time together today. Let's roll.
Sure. I love the way everyone's sharing about
Amy.
Thanksgiving. My key takeaway is that I want to focus on my sphere a little bit more. I've been doing a lot of Zillow tours and I'm loving them. And yes, viewing property totally changes everything. But while I'm on these tours, I'm like, gosh, I need to connect with my sphere a lot more, because there are some people that I truly love that also need to be homeowners. So this week, I'm going to focus on sending messages and videos just saying, hey, it's Thanksgiving. I'm thinking of you. I'm thankful for you in my life. I'm not going to drop any real estate. But yeah, that's something I'm committed to at least this week, because the timing is perfect. And I actually truly mean it, because I've been thinking of my sphere while I'm out with these Zillow people.
You know what? I absolutely love that. Love it. Like there's so many things that we're grateful. I'm just grateful to have these people in my life, right? Whether or not they buy a house for me, just letting them know that I'm human. I was just thinking about you. You guys, those things go so far. So TT, I appreciate your vantage point on that. Let's go, Jacob. Jacob, one key thought, one key takeaway, then Aaron, Chris, I'm going to turn the mic over to you and we'll close out session a little bit early. Jacob, key thoughts, key takeaways from our time together today.
First off, you're looking Tahoe ready, Elias, with that sweater on. So looking forward to your visit coming up. Key takeaways from today. I'm definitely getting excited about what my goal setting is going to look like for next year. Not only setting realistic goals, achievable goals, and then focusing on the stretch on that too. So that's
beautiful.
What I'm keeping in mind, and we'll one step at a time, but we'll get this job done.
Bro, all my wife wants to do is sit in the Heavenly Village, go to base camp, eat pizza, have some hot cocoa, and walk around, take Christmas pictures. So I'll see you when we get there.
Hey, your niece has you covered on the Cold Stone. She'll be working. Yes.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go see baby girl.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, bro. I'll see you in a couple weeks. Let's go, Aaron, Chris. Key thoughts, key takeaways from our time together today. Let's roll, big dog.
There was a couple, consistency, nothing matters without it. So that is very true. And I like the way you started that, because that is reality. And it's weird because if you're consistently sitting on your ass, then you're not going to really get anything. So the consistency works. It's just, what are you consistently doing? And then I wrote a question to myself that I should ask myself every day I wake up is, how disciplined will I be in this moments going forward? And that's like just each minute. Like there was something you had where in that clip it said, the people are always planning to do something tomorrow or whatever. And that kind of resonated, made me smile, because part of me is thinking like you should should always be getting a little bit better every single moment you're doing something, picking up for something, being engaged in the show and these calls and stuff like that. And then the routine of things being part of this. And then setting a stretch goal for myself. I tend to be very like, can I make this goal? And it's weird because I was watching a video the other day about a kid falling, fell, got up, clapped, did it again. And I'm like, I don't know why I always set goals that I'm like, I feel like I can get that, right? Like a stretch goal is really what I should be doing to maybe go past what I think I can actually do. So I like that. And then big shout out to Nikki. I was inspired by the way she came out in the show and was like, you know, because I think, I don't know about everybody. Some people have big personalities on here. Me personally, myself, I feel similar to her, where I want to kind of shrink in the back, play the gray man role, where you don't really, I don't really want to stand out too much. I like to share my information one on one when I'm dropping, working with somebody, but I don't like to be the center of attention. But turning on your camera, just being here, it's not something that necessarily will kill you. So I appreciate Nikki for jumping out on that.
That's right. But did you die, Nikki? No. You inspired somebody else. Like I said, listen, Heather, you got something really quick. It's got to be quick because I got to end just a few minutes early.
Okay, real quick. I asked ChatGPT about what we first talked about: encouragement, pivoting, staying the course, determination, and the shit it came with. Growing isn't comfortable, pivoting isn't pretty, and staying the course when life gets loud and messy and full of opinions you didn't ask for. That takes a different kind of grit, the kind you already have. You need to find you don't need to find inspiration. You just need to remember who you are. It has more, but we're out of time. So ChatGPT fucking went off, but that was.
Can you do me a favor? I want to encourage you to say, hey guys, had some thoughts from coaching today. I put into chat and share with us exactly what you're about to share. The rest of that, I think that's a powerful video.
Okay? You want me to make my own video?
Hell yeah, why not?
Okay, I love
it. All right, listen, I got 2 little kids raising their hands for the call. I can't miss them. Demian, I gotta go, but Heather, I appreciate Demian. Let's go, big dog. Share, take yourself off of mute. What do you got for us?
No. You gonna say it? No. No? Oh, they clammed up on me. They wanted to say, hey. Have a happy holiday. Love y'all. Right. As usual. Work until it works, and it will work, and then just keep working, right?
That's right. And listen, you guys aren't off the hook. We still got Wednesday, and I'm still working Wednesday. So listen.
Oh, yeah, they'll be back.
That's right. Listen, you guys, have an amazing, amazing day. And as always, my friends, keep it moving towards your dreams, goals, and vision, and make this week a grateful week. Peace.